Approaching the ring at a combined weight of 469 pounds, we have first from the Isle of Aegea, the Greek god Alexander Deis. His partner from State College, Pennsylvania. He is the magnificent Gerard Garrett, and together they are the Magnificent Gods.
Hello everyone and welcome to APWF Wrestling presents Redemption. Michael Doc Dougherty here with the great Jim LaMotta. Jim, what a hell of a night we have set here in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Sunday afternoon, June 22nd of 2025. We are back at the historic S&T Bank Arena. And you want to talk about some blue chip athletes. These two young men are that to the utmost degree. Alex Stannis and Gerard Garrett, prime athletes, just now entering the prime of their career. What a way to kick off this afternoon.
The Magnificent Gods, what can you say about these guys, Jim? Several months these guys have been tagging together, but if you think about it, both Stannis and Garrett, very adaptable in the tag team area. You've seen them numerous times with numerous people. They know what they're doing, but now they've combined to make this Magnificent Gods team. But man, do they have their work cut out for them today.
Introducing the opponents at a combined weight of 360 pounds. First approaching the ring, accompanied by Dirt Sheet Dominic DeAngelo. We have from Ridgeway, Pennsylvania, the award-winning podcaster, Marcus DeAngelo.
Marcus DeAngelo accompanied by Dirt Sheet Dominic. And Dirt Sheet Dominic is not afraid to get himself involved. But man, what can I say about these gentlemen but this? They have been around the block, and boy, do they got some tutelage when it comes to this podcast. And Ted DiBiase, Jake Roberts, and of course, RVD himself.
That black glove you see on the hand of Marcus DeAngelo was gifted to him by the legendary $1 Million Man. And just from those pages of Mid-South wrestling history, DeAngelo does not hesitate to bend and outright break the rules.
So you're saying with that glove, I mean, he's had a couple wins on his record, all because of the gifting from the $1 Million Man himself, Ted DiBiase. But I have to ask, you got to worry, you got to think, if you're the Magnificent Ones, you got to keep your head on a swivel, especially with that man on the outside and Dirt Sheet Dominic.
No doubt about it. Wily and DeAngelis will have that wild card. Dominic at ringside.
So tonight, Magnificent Ones taking on Marcus DeAngelo and somebody who really, really scares me, Jim. But we'll get in that in a minute. As Marcus DeAngelo taking his good old time to get in the ring, I would too if I had the Magnificent God staring me down. My goodness. No love for the DeAngelo brothers here in Indiana, Pennsylvania. If looks could kill and eyes were daggers, these two would be dead right now. Because my goodness, the Indiana, Pennsylvania crowd is just staring daggers through these two.
Hey Doc, I think we got the extended version of this theme song, man.
I think our
jiving.
I think our sound guy really, really loves this song. But that's all right. It's a good song. Just not a nice guy.
Yeah, DeAngelis, his reputation precedes him. With just about a year in this sport, DeAngelis already has a very notorious reputation.
We can see already he's jawing with the crowd here.
And now his tag team partner.
I don't think anybody really cares about his. Jim, I just don't think anybody likes him here in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he won't be running for office here in Indiana County.
In the middle of the night, it eats you. Everybody knows anywhere you go, you can never run.
from the last house on the left, he's the Shape, Jake Wily.
The Shape, Jake Wily, making his way to the ring. And my God, from the last time APWF was in this building to now, quite the change in Jake Wily.
We saw Wily as one half of the Rad Boys take on Team Tap Out in their final match as a team. But that is not who you see on your screen right there.
No,
This is a young man that has undergone a metamorphosis of sorts. And that right there tells you the story. That is a dark, nasty individual. His mind may be his most dangerous weapon.
Those are human, actual human teeth from a cadaver in that mask. That is where Jake Wily is right now as we speak. And my goodness, just look at this monstrosity. At one time, survived on Bang energy drinks and just was all about having fun and a good time to right now, I think even picking up roadkill on the road and just worshiping his dark lord. Look at this man. He's horrifying. My goodness, straight from the last house on the left, more like House of 1,000 Corpses at this point, Jimmy.
And there is a hush that has gone over this crowd. And even Dennis and Gerard Garrett, as confident as they have the right to be considering how talented they are, they're a little taken aback by Wily's appearance here.
I mean, I would definitely be very, very cautious when taking on Jake Wily, who's not afraid to bite you. Not afraid to bite, kick, call, whatever he has to do. But you got two rule breakers on one side, and then you got the Magnificent Ones. They're about to get on. And here we go. The bell is rung. Redemption is officially started here tonight. The Greek god Alexander Danis starting things off against Marcus DeAngelo.
Well, Dennis and Gerard Garrett have been teaming together regularly, so you would think that they would have the advantage from the opening bell here, but I think the key to this matchup really is how will DeAngelis and Wily work together?
I will say this. DeAngelo already letting the fans here in Indiana, Pennsylvania, let him know, thinks you start focusing on the crowd, you take it away from your opponent, Jim, and you know what happens there is right now Danis twisting that arm.
Got that wrist lock. Danis using his height advantage for added leverage there. But speaking of leverage, there's some technique from DeAngelo, and he's not all mouth, I'll tell you that, man.
No, he just tossed Danis right there. Takes a lot of upper body and leg strength. And, well, speaking of upper body strength, I think Danis kind of ran through him there.
And those are some of those God-given gifts that Danis brings to the table. A young man that physically checks all the boxes. I really believe it's only a matter of time until we see Alex Danis evolve into one of the top professional wrestlers anywhere in this sport.
Yeah, the man has it all. I mean, look at the physique on this man, but watch the agility. Watch just the intensity of the Greek god Alex Danis. As right now he is just going corner to corner. Here he roars back again, and another splash by the Greek god.
And notice how Danis is cutting that ring in half, keeping himself between DeAngelis and Jake Wily.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to keep Wily out there. He is the freshest guy. But if you think about it, so is Gerard at this point, because Danis is just having his way with DeAngelo in his ring. Oh! Clothesline.
Right under the jaw.
Just caught him, but here comes Wily, and oh! And now the Magnificent Gods having their way with Jake Wily. Jake Wily looking like a victim of Saul there. My goodness, and DeAngelo.
And you can't turn your back on Marcus. Marcus is one of the most devious you're going to find anywhere around this area, and he was able to exploit the advantage that time.
Yeah, but he's learned from the best. I mean, think about it. DiBiase, Jake Roberts. Of course he's learned from some of the most devious people in this business. As right now he's trying to suplex him, but my God, that is not working out. Oh, my. Oh, front face. Just chucked him.
He let gravity do the work that time.
I mean, that's the power of Danis, though. Danis has so much strength, and he has shown that right here. And now just picking him up and taking him into the corner of the Magnificent Gods, and stuck in that death triangle right now is Marcus DeAngelo. Now DeAngelo in trouble. Double team action here. Oh, and the Gods showing why they're so magnificent. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count.
Right there, that is a sign of why Gerard Garrett is such a solid professional. Hooked the leg, tried to make the most of that pinfall attempt because as you and I both know, it takes just 3 seconds to win a matchup.
Exactly. 3 seconds is all you need or tap. But right now, and oh! Jake Wily to the rescue with the blind tag. And here he goes, slowly, methodically, Jake Wily. My God, just the change from last time we were in this building, Jim, it just astounds me.
Well, if the eyes are the window to the soul, those eyes tell a very complex story.
Oh, he's going for that kick, but no, catches him. Gerard now sending Wily into the ropes. Has a big back elbow.
Notice the ring positioning, a lot of ring generalship from Gerard Garrett.
Yeah, his ring presence is unbelievable. His trainer, Brandon Kay, would be very proud as we speak right now. Suplex has him up. Oh, my goodness.
Textbook float over, hooks that leg one more time, but just 2.
Only a 2 count. Gerard getting a little bit frustrated, but it's going to take a lot to defeat Jake Wily. Jake Wily, man, just his strength alone. And, oh, here we go. More double team action from the Magnificent Gods. And now sends him into the corner.
Misdirection here. And some tandem offense from Dennis and Gerard Garrett. What a vertical leap. And that's more of those God-given gifts that Dennis brings to the table. Shoots the half, but finds 2.5 one more time.
I mean, kicking out in the nick of time is Jake Wily. Jake Wily right now in some trouble because if you see this, lots of tag team wrestling, lots of fresh tags, if they're keeping each other well kept, and they're keeping Wily in that corner, which is very, very smart.
Ultimately, they're isolating their opponent, and again, that is classic tag team wrestling. But what is Dominic DeAngelo doing on the ring apron? He has no business up there. All 4 men in the ring, and that the referee's going to have to assert some authority here.
The dirt sheet. The dirt sheet is, I mean, he's a factor in this matchup. Come on, you've seen him how many times, Jimmy, get involved in DeAngelo's matches, and right now he's doing that to try to help him, his brother, and of course the evil Jake Wily, as Jake Wily now is keeping Gerard in the corner, and right now these two working together as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, tag team continuity is really the key to any tag team matchup. And it looks like Wily and DeAngelo are on the same page here, which does not bode well for Gerard Garrett.
No, especially stuck in that corner. And look at that, DeAngelo now choking him. He has to the count of 5. Our referee right on top of things there. And now Jake Wily just clawing at the eyes. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, now he's tasting. He's literally tasting the tears of the magnificent one, Gerard Garrett. Oh, my goodness, just driving that knee into the chest of Garrett. And now choking Garrett. My goodness. DeAngelo showing no give here whatsoever.
No doubt about it, man. And with DeAngelo being relatively new to this sport, you know that every matchup he's in, he sees it as an opportunity to add to his reputation, to add to his resume. And being successful here in the APWF certainly will open up even more doors for DeAngelo's.
But if you think about where Jake Wily's been too, DeAngelo did smart by getting a tag team partner in Jake Wily. I mean, Jake Wily was part of the Rad Boys. Rad Boys won multiple tag titles, multiple areas. Those guys were doing great, and then Jake Wily just said, I don't know what happened. It was just like kind of like Michael Myers. Everything just clicked, and we've gone to evil.
Gerard Garrett going to try to fight from underneath here.
Pushes him off the ropes, though. Big
boot.
boot.
Man. Lowered the boom that time. Could be all. Not enough weight on that back shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness. But, oh, here we go. Look at this.
Some psychological
warfare.
warfare.
God, he's biting him.
Some mind games as Wily is snacking on the digits of Gerard Garrett.
Jake Wily pulling out his own personal chop top and helping himself to Gerard's hand. As right now, as you can see like a buzzard, Dirtshite Dominic is just picking at the leftovers.
You know, it would be a shame if someone punched Dominic DeAngelo in the mouth. You know that?
You gonna do that? You want to go ahead and?
Well, I got to stay
this?
here with you, but you know, if you're volunteering, I wouldn't turn it down.
Oh no! I think I'm gonna stay right here with you. I think we should. I wouldn't want to be caught in an alley with all 4 of these men. No way. Big front face drop kick there by DeAngelo. Rolls him over.
Big time impact. Not enough weight distributed on the shoulders once again that time.
Yeah, DeAngelo's cockiness kind of cost him that pinfall, I think, there, because as you can see.
Yeah, that was a very lackadaisical cover. Did not, again, distribute that weight evenly to try to maximize that opportunity. And that brings to the point that perhaps the only thing that DeAngelo lacks is keeping his ego in check. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, Gerard's trying to put that ego in check on his punches, but no, taken away with that big boot. Gerard went face first right into that. Comes over, tags in Wily. And now Jake Wily back from the dead, off the ropes. Oh, just drives that knee
right to the temple. Pinpoint precision.
Only a 2 count. Jake Wily now staying on top, playing smart wrestling here. And now reverse chin lock applied to the magnificent Gerard Garrett. Gerard Garrett trying to get out of this. He has to make a tag to Danis because he has been taking a beating for quite some time here.
Trying to work his way back up to a vertical base, and he does.
Starting to fight back, a barrage of punches. No, full Nelson up, and oh! Takes him down.
Pivotal point in this contest, Doc.
Can he make the tag is the question. Both combatants slow, but DeAngelo, again, referee's back's turned, and no! Garrett has it. Tagged in as Danis. Alex Danis now, the Greek god. Clothesline. Back elbow. He is
The
on
momentum
fire.
is rolling right now.
Sends him into the corner. Here he comes. Oh, flying knee.
10 minutes gone, 10 minutes.
Danis got more air than Jordan on that one and taking out the face of DeAngelo. Wiley still on the outside. DeAngelo can't even make a tag right now. Oh!
Oh, yeah. You heard the contact. Flesh on flesh.
Uh-oh. T-bone! Oh! My good. Oh, catches him in midair. Look at the power of the Greek god. Oh! Up into a Samoan. Has him. Only a 2 count. Jimmy. What explosiveness we're seeing from Alexander Danis.
And notice how Danis brings Wiley into their corner here.
Wiley's in a daze. Oh, here we go. A tribute to the great. Oh, no. And again, stopping the heart attack.
Interception.
Big boot to the face. And that loaded glove. That loaded glove.
DeAngelo just knocked out Gerard Garrett.
And they're going to escape with a victory here tonight.
In a time of 11 minutes and 10 seconds, your winners, the duo of the Sheikh, Jake Wily, and the award-winning podcaster, Marcus DeAngelo.
Marcus DeAngelo and Jake Wily victorious, all because of that loaded glove, that gift from the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
The $1 Million Man did not reach that status by giving money away. But I'll tell you what, DeAngelo just gave a hell of a right hand because he knocked out Gerard Garrett. One way or another, DeAngelo and Wiley get out of Indiana with a victory here.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.